Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Kurt on Cougs. Today, of course, this is the pregame warm-up for a game against the Arizona Wildcats. And yeah, I'm very excited for this game. Pretty big deal. You got big noon kickoff in Provo for this one. You got a lot of hype. Homecoming game, I believe. BYU comes in 5-0, looking to keep up the momentum. So, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm also today going to a wedding reception, stuff like that. So that's why I'm dressed like this. But yeah, let's dive right in. First of all, taking a look all around Cougar athletics. It's been a good week so far. Women's soccer goes to Kansas and gets a tie 2-2 against the Jayhawks. And so I would say very positive sign. Playing on the road is tough. And so, of course, being able to, even come out with a draw in that one, that's pretty impressive. As well as women's volleyball. They've probably been the highlight of the week so far as they took down number 18 Baylor in a sweep. So great bounce back for the Cougs as they had lost their previous two. So they bounced back very strong. Get that dub. So, yeah, loving it. Around college football, today's a big day. Lots of games going on. Actually, right now I got the Alabama-South Carolina game on. So, been following that. Right now it's 20-19 for Alabama, so a little scary for the Tide. I think they're going to pull this one out. But yeah, some big games today, of course, the biggest of which being Oregon versus Ohio State. Quite possibly the game that will show us who is the top team in the Big Ten, who's the top dog. Now, of course, I would say for sure you definitely also got Penn State in that conversation. But at least for now, I say whoever wins this game has the early lead to win the conference and to take that first round bye in the playoffs this year. So big game there. Of course, LSU taking on Ole Miss. Of course, BYU's game. You got Kansas taking on Colorado. Just loaded slate. So many good games. And this week could have a huge impact by the end of the season on who's going to end up in the playoffs. One great example of that being the Red River Showdown between Texas and Oklahoma. Texas, of course, right now they're on pace to potentially be the top seed. And Oklahoma, in the meantime, they're fighting for an at-large bid, most likely. So that one's big. And so, of course, of all these big games, the game that I'm putting the most focus on, the one I love, is BYU versus Arizona. And so my quick analysis is that I feel like there is a lot on the line here. The Cougs come in, undefeated with a win. They keep that up, keep up that dream, keep themselves, at the front of the pack for the Big 12 title, which, of course, for a spot in the Big 12 title game, in which case, like I've heard it said a lot, you're just 60 minutes away from playing in the CFP. So a lot on the line. Playing against an Arizona team that has been a little inconsistent, got blown out by Kansas State, lost to Texas Tech, but also beat Utah a couple weeks ago. So they've been all over the place. And today's a special day because we have a guest analyst, a BYU alumni, major sports fan, and my father, Kimball Benson.
Hello.
Hey. So what's your analysis of today's game?
Well, I think BYU has a lot of great momentum. Glad they had a bye week to get healed up here for this week. Hopefully we should have all running backs playing in this game. So it should be great to get a lot of them reps, hopefully. I think we have a lot of depth in that area. I think the home field advantage can't be overspoken, and I don't think Arizona's been consistent enough. I think it will be a closer game, but definitely I think home field advantage. BYU is playing consistent right now. I'd be surprised for them not to pull this one out.
Very well said, very well said. And so coming into this one, of course, though, a lot of factors to continue. So we're going to go over just a few deciding factors. For me personally, I got to say, I feel like BYU needs to set themselves up well for third downs. I feel like overall they're decent at converting, but just putting yourselves behind the sticks too much, just makes it too difficult. So making good plays on first and second down. And then on the defensive side, for me, I say it's just keeping the superstars in check. Not letting McMillan and Fafita go for a lot. Getting good, contained pressure on Fafita. And then, of course, probably Jacob Robinson. It'll be up to him to, lock down McMillan. So
yeah. I think keys to the game are containing a mobile quarterback. Against some mobile quarterbacks, we've struggled a little bit in the past. However, this season we've tend to learn. I think having a spotter has been very effective. I feel confident in the defense keeping this up. I think it's just offensive consistency and lack of turnovers are going to be key. If they can put on a decent amount of points, I think the defense will hold Arizona to low enough for the win.
Nice. And so before we get to our predictions for the game, we're going to give our bold predictions real quick. And my bold prediction for this game is I think that BYU will get, at least up to this point in the season, a season-high total in either rushing or passing yards.
Yeah, I think bold prediction here is we are going to have 3 turnovers. We're going to get 3 turnovers. Arizona will commit those. And so I think the defense is going to keep churning up turnovers in this game.
Mm-hmm. And that would be very big. I believe that in a couple of the wins so far this year, we've gotten those 3 turnovers. So
yeah, that's going to continue.
Oh yeah, going to keep it up. And so now for our picks for this game, I'll go first. And tough game for sure, definitely. But like we've said, home field advantage. I'm coming off the bye week. This team has a lot of momentum. I'm gonna go with our Cougs. BYU, let's go Cougs. Beat the Wildcats. What's your pick for this one?
I'm not going to button my shirt because I don't have anything on under it. But I'm predicting BYU in this one. I do think it's going to be close. I'm going with a 31-24 BYU win today.
Nice. And so those are our picks. Now it's all up to the Cougs. And I'll see you again post-game.